Hello, YouTube, and I just wanted to have a small conversation real quick on religion and the kind of people that really follow a strong sense of religion. My father went through this whole change after he got addicted and started tormenting our family for 5 straight years. Non-stop bickering, non-stop rage and anger and yelling every single day. And many, many different instances of just freakouts that I just recall so well. Such as the time he did not let me go outside unless I sang the ABCs backwards, which I managed to sing backwards. And to this day, I've never had to recite it backwards, yet I still remember how to sing from Z to A. And so when he changed, he claimed to have a different heart. Yet, while he may have not been so violent, he still goes in these big fits of rage and goes on these baby tantrums. And he thinks he's mature, hangs with people 10, 20 years his age, and I can't be around him anymore, which is the reason I have been searching for a place and I'm in the middle of moving. And it's just getting to a point where I realize you can't get anywhere with him, and he only sees his own point of view, and it's a really selfish thing of him to do, and I don't think he realizes how selfish it is, and he never gives anyone the respect in an argument, and would rather bite down and bark like a rabid dog at any chance he could to prove that he's right, and also he barks to try to keep the conversation in his favor because he knows people fear his fear, or people fear his anger. So he just got done with an argument with my mother, and it was just, I'm sick of having to deal with this, and I can't stand up to him because he's my father. And anything I say, it just will not work out for me or in my favor. I've been telling my family for years that nothing's going to change, and he's always going to have this little anger problem because nothing deep down has really changed so much as he thought. And I can tell that because of his immaturity, like how in some instances, if he wants to tell the room that he's serious, he will say, "What the hell?" Even though it's against his religion to be exclaiming things in that manner. And that is why I do not think not much has changed. And while he may not be doing drugs, he may live a more sober life, I think if anything, he's just telling himself that, and he's just trying to go along with it because he has an ego to withhold. I think he has a little guilt for a lot of his past, but I think this all stems down to his ego. There's no reason someone should get so upset over the littlest things, yet if something that consistently happens, but as a little thing happens, he freaks out. Seeing it happen all the time with my mother when they're discussing their job. They work at the same church, and when things don't necessarily go his way, or if he thinks any negative thought, it just leads down this weird rabbit hole where he wants to start bickering and arguing. Then he'll throw little tantrums like slamming the door to the bathroom while my little sister's asleep. And it's just this whole thing that I just wanted to rant about real quick because I'm so sick and tired of it. And there's nothing I can really do to explain how much I wish he had just been different, or I wish that my parents had gotten a divorce all that time ago, because nothing has really changed. And until I see his actual heart change, then I'm going to be viewing him the same way as I always will for the rest of my life, because nothing does seem to change. It always gets quiet, he becomes peaceful, happy, and then he flips like a switch sometimes, and it just is not right. I don't know what kind of a human he is. I don't know what his heart is like, honestly, deep down. I know where I am. I know where my family is. My mother should not be a victim to all this, and it's still verbal abuse to me, since it still happens for no good, just reason.